to tackle the situation because there is no vaccine available currently. Yeah. So because of this,
Right.
a lot of governments, as we know, have put a lot of plans in terms of lockdown of their ports, air, sea, freight. Everything is just shut. And how do we tackle the situation now? The only way to tackle the situation is to be patient, in my opinion. You obviously the economy everywhere is going to be badly damaged. That is understandable. However, it is the job of lots of HR departments, like for example our HR departments, then to come up, and of course the big heads within the organization, including your CEO, your bosses, to discuss what is the best way to sustain the business which is hit hard. There are small scale businesses which you can understand they cannot sustain this economic damage, and they will be forced to shut down. However, then there are large scale firms such as the international companies, which, like for example Al Nabuda Automobiles, where they have to have a strategy in mind, of course. And the strategy right now is not to obviously remove employees right away. There is a strategy where you can send employees on leave. For example, go on a 2 week leave, local leave, because obviously no one can travel at the moment. Yeah, even no one from like our company has lots of Indians, a few Pakistanis, a few Europeans. No one can travel and leave the country at the moment because the
Right.
airport is closed in the UAE at the moment. So is
Right.
in India.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So now the strategy is obviously work from home is the new
Mhm.
culture. We have to develop this culture of working from home, and
Okay.
only at times, if required, go to office for maybe really urgent topics. Otherwise, stay home is what everyone says. Stay home. That's the only way we can beat COVID-19. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
so now this is a very interesting scenario where not all of us, or not majority of the population, are not used to working from home, unless you are a
Right.
rich businessman and you're sitting at home, or
Mhm.
on a beach, and you can do your job. Not
I
everyone
agree.
does this.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
are sitting at home and working. A lot of
Right.
people get confused. A lot of people get confused by saying, I am at home, what's going
Mhm.
to happen now? There is a psychological barrier effect, saying that I am not going to my workspace or desk space, meeting my
Uh-huh.
colleagues or boss. So
Right.
is that going to be a problem for my job?
Okay.
My
Yeah.
philosophy, my philosophy is you should cut that fear factor, remove
Mhm.
that fear factor,
Right.
because you can sit in your home, and if you know your job 100%, if your efficiency levels are very good and you
Mhm.
are methodically doing everything, you don't need to be worried about it.
Right. Right.
Because you can work from home, and you can still be productive enough to communicate with a lot of people and get the job done. So
Yeah.
basically you can communicate with overseas people by emails. You can have a Zoom chat. You
Right.
can be on WhatsApp message with your boss, with other senior members in the organization, your
Right.
colleagues, and get
Right.
the job done. I'm doing at the moment, and the
Yeah.
work is getting done and executed in right time and in the right manner. Although there will be delays of maybe some commodities which are arriving from overseas, but this is
Okay.
not under my control or anybody's control. It is
Right.
the suppliers affected, the ports are shut. We just have to be patient and
Right.
be ready. For
Yeah.
example, I'm working on a project with Porsche at the moment. It's called the Porsche Taycan, the new electric car from Porsche,
Okay.
the all new
Yeah.
car. Now, this will be a direct competitor to the Tesla.
Okay. That's
Uh,
great.
so this project started a year ago, where we are making our facilities in Al Nabuda Automobiles, which are all Porsche related facilities, getting
Okay.
ready with all the electric chargers.
Okay.
So when the car can be charged, and these are really heavy duty chargers, AC and DC chargers,
Okay.
which is 170 kilowatt. So now we had ordered these chargers, say in January,
Okay.
which they said would take maybe 6 weeks or so to arrive in the
All right.
UAE.
Okay.
But within those 6 weeks, if you remember, in February, the world was then hit with the
Hit
global
back.
pandemic.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So then this is an unforeseen scenario where it's
Mhm.
nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's this is one thing what employees should remember, that there are scenarios right now where it is nobody's fault
Mhm.
of any kind of delays in any
Right.
work at the moment.
Right. Right.
Like this, for example, the Porsche Taycan DC charger that we ordered is stuck in the port in
Okay.
China,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
supplier has written 3 emails saying that as soon as we get clearance, we will let you know.
Okay.
So 2 days ago, I got an email from them saying that now finally the shipment has been dispatched, because China is now opening its ports to the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wuhan was the epicenter of this
Epicenter.
pandemic,
Yeah.
and now even Wuhan has opened its doors. Basically, life is getting back to normal a little bit in
Okay.
Wuhan and in China. So that's why we a few days ago I was told that this particular charger for the Porsche Taycan arrives in 5 days time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's a delay of already 3 months, but everybody is ready to accept the delay. So these are the challenges that everybody is going to face. Big firms, mid-sized firms, where they will have delays in various projects or any kind of product launches, which I was telling you last week.
Right.
So no one can do anything about it. However, it is then the job of the HR department to have a strategy in mind in terms of how much can they sustain the losses and how
Right.
much they can balance the profit and loss effect, basically.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
how is Al Nabuda working in terms of the employee management? Because I'm sure that there is a kind of crisis which is going on inside the mind of the other employees also with
Yeah.
Al Nabuda, irrespective of the HR policies and other things. So
Yeah.
this question might be popping up inside their mind also. Let's go, like, with the global effect happening. So am I going to be considered excess baggage? So am I going to be left behind? Is that happening within the organization also?
No, I mean at the moment, it's. I told you the domino effect about car
Yeah, yeah.
industry. It starts with the cars, then it hits the banking sector, it hits the hospitality sector, it
It
hits
does.
events,
Yeah.
it hits a lot of other sectors which rely on the car industry. For example,
Right.
we don't get any more sponsorship because events like the sporting events are cancelled. So how
Yes.
do we
Yes.
sponsor? We lose out on that. Not only we lose out, but even the sporting industry loses out on this.
Yes.
For
Yes.
example, we sponsor the Dubai Tennis Championship, which we have been doing all these years. But then maybe and also we sponsor the Dubai cycling race this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But unfortunately, in mid-February, the Dubai UAE cycling challenge was had to be cancelled halfway through because of the COVID situation. In
Right.
February.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And at the moment there are various rules and regulations from the country itself. Like in India, you have rules and regulations. Over here, you have rules and regulations. That is, you are supposed to have you can work, but having 30% of your staff, which is the skeleton staff, basically.
Okay. Okay.
So we are managing like that at the moment, having wherever there is service industry, like the service centers. We are working on various shifts, and given that right now it's Ramadan, so Ramadan is a little bit quiet as it is in the
That's right.
region.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. However, it's also the month to have good sales, but not just
Mm-hmm.
us. Various other automobile sectors are also affected,
Yeah.
and other sectors also like hospitality are affected because of this. So
Badly
there's
affected.
nobody's. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Badly
And
affected.
I'm into project management as well. So
Mm-hmm.
so for me it is actually a blessing, to be very honest, because for me, whether there is a pandemic or not, we have 13 facilities to take care of,
Right.
basically.
Right. I
we we
agree.
made we made the facilities in these 10 years, but
Okay.
then we grew, so these facilities are having various other lots of things to do as well in terms of dealer development. It's called the dealer
Okay.
development
Okay.
of Porsche, Audi and Volkswagen. So we have
Mm-hmm.
to maintain standards, and that is where our department also plays a very important role. So it's for
Important.
me, I'm busy, I'm on the go.
Okay.
However, now as time goes, it is not just my organization, but various other organizations. It's the decision
Absolutely.
of the top management to make a call.
Right,
Basically.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right. So coming back to Saurabh, coming back to this point, like, see, the global working class was never ready with the work from home kind of culture. Now, to
yeah,
quote a note, to quote with this, see, Tata, I was going through a Tata report, like they have launched a project called the 25-25. Okay, so wherein they plan by the year 2025, they will be reducing not in terms of elimination of the employees. They will be having 75% of their working, global or professionals working from home. Like 75% would be working from home. Only 25% who are
Yeah.
with the technology maintenance and so on, they will be coming to office. So as you mentioned, that this is going to be the new norm of the world. So I also agree to your point that since they, the professionals were not ready, the psychological balance comes into their mind. Like, I'm not reporting to my boss, or I'm not reporting to the workspace or the desk space. So Monty, I would just like to know, does that give a kind of psychological distancing from the team, from the office also? Because like for us, like I remember when I was with IT, the weekends I almost thought it was psychological, that I was literally missing my team members. I was missing that buzz. I was missing that workflow. I was missing that adrenaline rush of the work. So do you think that the world is going to face that also?
It depends on which sector you work for. It all depends on which sector you work for. For example, me,
Mhm.
I can work from home and get 20 things done. It's not a problem at all. And
Mhm.
my boss is already knowing all what is happening. So
Right.
so for me, because that is the confidence and the trust level you have. And
Mhm.
once he knows that you are doing everything 100%, only the key factors, which is like a hindrance, can be a
Mhm.
decision factor where I may have to go and meet him or
Right.
call him,
Right.
or there should, and everything else is documented on an email basically. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Now, given that I'm in the car industry, I'm not into sales, but
Mhm.
then it is the decision of the team to make a call, in terms of targets, in terms of the other incentives and bonuses that you get based on the
Okay.
number of units that you sell. Now
Okay.
again, this is not that I can make a call or speak. It is obviously the decision of the top heads in Al Nabuda Automobiles and every other sector, basically.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah.
So coming
So,
back to Al
so what?
Dabuda,
Yeah,
I was reading an article wherein I believe the management has donated a huge amount to work with the pandemic in terms of providing meals to the people who are stuck in. So could you just enlighten me?
yeah, yeah.
On,
It's the our chairman, Mr. Khalifa, a few days
yes.
ago
Yeah.
made a donation of 1 million
1 million.
dirhams, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and that he has donated towards the Burj Khalifa Foundation, which
Okay.
is which is a charity which is to feed the needy people during the month of
Right.
Ramadan.
Wrong.
So I think he has donated 1 million or
One
so
million.
dirhams,
Yeah.
yeah, and 100,000 meals
Okay.
basically, and
That's
also
great.
and the idea is basically the more donation comes from these uh, you know business tycoons or whoever it may be,
Right.
the Burj
Right.
Khalifa gets lit up. It's to light up the Burj Khalifa
Yes.
over the course of Ramadan. So that's probably going to be a world record, and also something that the region wants to do for the needy. And it's a time of it's that time of the month where it's a time to give. Basically, Ramadan is a
Right.
time to
Right.
sacrifice, it's a time
Right.
to give
Right.
to others. So why not support the cause, and also
Cause.
that we know that the world is going through an absolute mess at the moment. So
Absolutely.
these are things that we can do to show our solidarity basically. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree
and
to that point. I absolutely
and
agree to
there's
that
one
point.
more
Yeah.
one more point I can make on this chat is that we should never be complacent in life,
Mm-hmm.
and confidence is good, but overconfidence is something that can also be not so good during the better days, because during the better days what happens is lots of employees, they
Right.
take their position for granted.
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
but
Yes.
right
Yes.
now but right now no one's position is granted, you know
Right. Right.
so so, so I've heard of people saying that I've lost my job, however I was very hardworking and I gave everything for my company.
Right.
Now that is obviously depending on how much finance your company is getting, or how much the other person in your company, the top level, actually saw you as, you know
Okay.
so So if you are doing everything 100% and
Mhm.
execution is perfect on time,
All right.
yes, you may less worry about yourself. But at this time, even I am not being confident by saying that, look, today is everything is good,
All
but
right.
tomorrow I'm going to go back. No, no one can take this for granted. However,
Mhm.
you have to be perfect. Perfection is good, and you have to keep this discipline throughout your life, whether you work in this company or another company or wherever
Right.
life takes you. Perfection and execution of your skills is very
Mhm.
important. That's very important for me as a human being in whatever I do, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I believe it's the years of working with your boss, who's a German, because I also had this privilege of working with a couple of reporting to a couple of our German management team, wherein like I remember his name also, Sasha Hoffman. He was a wonderful person, and he was always into the job. And the best part was I in one of the dinner meetings, during the dinner time, I literally asked like, Sasha, when do you sleep? Because the thing is, he was into everything. He was into the mails. He was into the IT things. And because then he said, like, see, Sanjay, for 2 months I'll be in India. Okay, so I need to make sure that my stay counts, because when I go back, I will not be able to interact with you guys this way from Germany. The way I'm doing it right now. So I need to understand how you guys are doing, the kind of problems that you're facing. Because when I am not understanding your problem, I'll not be able to expect 100% from you, taking care of the client, because we were, let me tell you, we were taking care of some very very elite client group, like as for instance Hilton. We were our hardcore software was running in Hilton's server, mainframe server, from 875 locations. I mean, Hilton was operating from 875 locations at that time, and all the Hilton servers were running our software. Now we have to be on absolutely on the peak, because the softwares were working on real time. Means you cannot undo something. Like, let's say for instance, if some rate of a room, let's say the Golden Suite, okay, the Hilton is for, let's just say it's for 10,000 dirhams, okay, and if by mistake, while doing an edit, if from 10,000 it becomes to 1,000, see, the main thing is globally it will be posted as 1,000. Yes, it can be undone, but with the current digital world working 24 by 7, we will have immediate booking of that room, because Hilton has a 6 years of waiting list. So I understand wherein you are talking, you're drawing the reference from your German boss. See, I always tell, this is one aspect that I would like to mention to everybody who's watching this video. See, I always hear, people complaining about management, people complaining about boss, people. See, we are not going to talk about that. But what we are going to talk about is, when we start working as a disciple, or when we start working as a team and start taking our supervisor also as a guiding star or as a teacher, see, this kind of healthy relationship grows up. Because see, over this 10, 12 years of your service, Saurabh, with this industry, you mentioned him, and you mentioned that you have learned a lot of punctuality, the way of deliverables and others. So this is the kind of healthy relationship which will grow. And I agree absolutely with you point, the point that you mentioned, that a lot of people were taking their job for granted. Honestly speaking, I agree to your point also, that when somebody says that I was giving 100%, I was giving all that I had, and my company let me go off. Yes, obviously the project finance and everything matters, but I believe, Saurabh, the deliverables also matter. I mean, if you are in a position wherein you are crucial, wherein you are making tangible change in your job and the
Yeah.
organizational structure, you cannot be considered as an excess baggage. What would you like to say about that?
Well, actually, the thing is, now for me, it is basically when you're given a task, you're assigned a task.
Hmm.
In my, this is how the philosophy of my, where I'm working for, is looked at. When
Okay.
you're given a task, executed well, executed in a well methodical way, in the least possible manner if possible, and if there is any kind of hindrances, sort it out in a very strategic way. And
Right.
if you're able to do this, not with one task, we have, I take, to be very honest, at least 15 or 20 things to do or
Mhm.
in that given 1 hour, because there are lots, because so many facilities, we have to take care of so many things at the
Right.
moment. Yeah.
13, you mentioned
So
13 facilities.
yeah, so around 13 facilities.
Okay.
That's why you can, if you can execute them, for us, our department, our customer is our employees, because
Right.
we have to manage the facilities well. We have to take care
Right.
of our facilities. It's called dealer development. So
Mhm.
so if there is any kind of problem in the facility, it affects the productivity of other employees.
Overall
So it
experience
is
also.
our, yes, exactly. So it is our task to minimize these kind of problems, and to see that everything is shining, spick and
Yeah.
span.
Speak and
And this
span.
is this
Mhm.
this is where we or I am appreciated by my boss, and he likes
Wonderful.
this, because without his in what you call, you don't have to go to the boss every time. You can do things on your own. That is where
Right.
your leadership and your
Leadership
management
counts.
skill into in accounts. And
Right.
that is why the boss, if you can keep the boss at ease, then you know that you're winning. And like,
Absolutely.
but however, over here in this region, you cannot take your job always for granted. You just have
Right.
to do it to the best possible manner. That's what
Yeah.
is the philosophy of life over here in this region. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
wonderful. I believe that's the reason also over the past 2 decades or 3 decades, the kind of development, the kind of growth that we have seen in those regions. I mean, there was a time when the Middle East and the other parts like Iraq and Iran, they were always known for their oils only. But now what we see, like let's say for instance, your organization Al Davuda, they're into automobiles, they're into construction, they're into insurance, they're into furnishing and so on. So diversified. Now the thing is, I believe it is happening because people are more focused towards their deliverable. People are more focused towards what is expected, and people are delivering those. Because see, not only we are talking in terms of rivers and parks, but also people literally are learning. I believe people are learning. Like for instance, for you, the way you have learned from your boss, obviously, when you are interacting with your team, they will be learning the same kind of strategic movement that you are doing, right? So
yeah,
it's a kind of
yeah.
like inspirational cycle that is going on.
It's basically what I manage to do is I speak the language of my boss to
Okay,
the people I have my meetings with.
okay,
And once they understand me, that is where I know that what I'm doing
okay.
is right moment, because if the execution, what I say, and they're following it, is done, whether it's a small
Right.
job or a very big job, whether the costs are small or big, but as long as they understand what is required from you, then you know that you are obviously in line with your boss. The boss knows that your team is there and
Okay.
doing as per the requirement of not only what he wants, also the
Mhm.
requirement of what the organization wants, basically.
Once,
so
right, right.
so 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 you, we as employees have to be smart in knowing the needs of the organization. It's not that you're turning up in the morning 8 o'clock, punching in,
Okay.
just because you want to show your attendance,
Yeah.
and then at 6 o'clock it's time to go home, and you're punching out and saying, today is one more day I've gone and I have worked.
Right.
What my philosophy is, when you go to work, your organization is paying you to be
Mhm.
productive. The
Right.
organization is investing in you
Mhm.
to deliver. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And you
Yep.
have to justify the organization. You have to justify the organization for what you are getting from them, basically.
Right.
This is
Right.
the philosophy. You cannot be complacent after 2 or 3 years saying that now my position is secured. It
Mhm.
means now for the next 15 years or 20 years, I'm going to be happy and working here.
No,
No,
this will not
whether
work.
no, whether it's a pandemic or not a pandemic, the
Right.
philosophy should be the philosophy should be, you should be faithful to your organization. However,
Right. Right.
don't they say that don't get married to the organization, but be
Yeah.
faithful to the organization. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Be faithful to the organization,
Right.
because what you learn and what you implement, and what your principles are over the
Mhm.
course of time, can be
Right.
carried forward to your next life.
Right.
There's always a
Right.
next life. There's always a next phase
Absolutely.
in a man's life. Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely agreed. So to sum it up all, it means that when you are reporting for the work, you need to make the day count. I mean, because the
Yes,
organization is counting on you. You mean to say that, right?
100%, 100%, 100%. The day has to be productive,
Right,
and because my job is like this, where we cannot afford delays. To be very honest,
right. I
if if
understand.
if I if I sit back saying that whatever I have today, I can be doing this in 3 days time,
Okay.
then 3 days will become 9 days.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree because we always
If
have
I
a
do,
habit of procrastination. Yeah.
yeah, if I execute it now, where if I
Mm,
have 5 tasks in hand, I'm executing all 5 tasks now. I
mm.
know that those 5 tasks will be completed in the next 5 days instead of the next 25 days.
Absolutely
So,
agreed. Absolutely agreed.
so for the organization, it's important that you try to curve this time gap and
Right.
finish everything accordingly, and then you're home happy. You can do whatever you want. You can
Absolutely.
spend time doing sport. You can do your hobby, your
Yeah.
passion. You can
Yeah.
travel. You can make a holiday, etc. And but you have to be dedicated. That is very important.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dedicated to the other life also, because from a reference of yours,
Yes.
you've been covering up sports events. You've been talking to sports sports legends. You've been traveling a lot. You've been writing the blog. So so many activities going on. You were actively into sports. You were into
Yeah.
football yourself. You were into soccer, and you were into other
Yeah.
kind of outdoor games also. So I believe,
Yeah.
when you are more focusedly working on your professional life, that also gives up more focus to your personal life. Would you agree?
Right. Now, to be very honest, I'm so glad that when I was a kid back in Muscat, we lived in Muscat before,
Yes,
where
yes,
dad was working. I took up sports,
yeah.
from the time 5 years to 10 years. I was a very fat kid, but I was still trying to do sports. I was a chubby kid in the Middle East. But but when I was 17,
Right.
that's the time I saw my dad. He was going for his long jogs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
me, I was the fat kid from here saying that what's wrong? He's running and I'm walking.
Okay.
So that although although I was still playing cricket and football that time,
Yeah, yeah,
but not
yeah,
then I just raised the level where I took up sports as a part of my daily life. Without sports,
yeah,
my day
yeah.
does not my day is not good. Whether it's reading
That is not good. Yeah, yeah.
watching documentaries, reading statistics, or
Right,
doing sports, my
right,
day is incomplete.
right.
Yeah. And
So
now sports is something which
that helps.
helps you also in your daily life in at work,
Right.
because sports is when you go to do any kind of competitive sports, say it's football or it's cricket, you have
Right.
to prepare yourself prior to actually playing the game. It's
Yeah.
not just it's not just picking up a bat or
Right.
going on the football ground and saying that, look, I can kick a football means I'm a football player. It doesn't
Right.
work that
Right.
way.
I agree. I agree. Hmm.
It's the same philosophy at work. Just because you are punching in doesn't mean you have a job and I'm happy. No,
That's a
you have
wonderful
to.
comparison. That's a wonderful comparison. Like a parallel comparison. That's
Yeah.
really wonderful. That's really wonderful way of putting it all together. Yeah, yeah. That's what.
So it is a sports philosophy which
Right.
sometimes, or most of the times, imply or implement in my day job as well. You know,
Right. Right.
preparation is important, and execution of what you prepare is very important. So
Okay.
sports is something where you need to prepare. If you're a football player,
Right.
you need to run a lot. For that, you have to do long distance running, which I did,
Okay.
in my life. I
Right.
did a bit of swimming. I did a lot of for cricket. Also, you need stamina. For football, you
Right.
need stamina. You
Right.
don't just get stamina by entering the field. You have to prepare prior, and then in football there are various drills that you have to go through
Right.
as well.
Right.
Only
Right.
then, only then can you execute yourself to become a proper football player and showcase your talent.
Right.
Well, and ups and downs in sports happen through injuries, which I've had,
Yes.
and
You have your fair share. Uh-huh.
the same thing in work life. Ups and downs will happen, and you have to be ready for it. The same way in sport, you have to be ready for injuries. So you cannot say that I'm a sportsman without knowing that you are going to get injured, because
Right.
when an injury is a setback to your life, it
Right.
puts you back by 3 months, 4 months, or sometimes it may even eventually ask you to leave the game after some time.
Right.
Now,
Right.
work life is such as well, which I was saying. Don't be complacent, because today everything is good. Like with this pandemic, all of a sudden, A lot of people are finding the situation tough. They don't know how to tackle the situation.
Right.
Nobody would expect this. So sports teaches you to be very mentally tough and
Mhm.
psychologically fit for a lot of things in life as well. That's why I'm so glad that I took up to sports.
Yeah.
And by God's grace, I've played football for 19 years, cricket, etc. And I've got a lot
That's
of
good.
people saying that your dedication to sports is second to none, because that is me as a person. Commitment is what I like, 200%
Right.
commitment. Give
Right.
your all and be happy. And I like the warrior philosophy. Be a warrior. This
Be a
is what
warrior.
this
Hmm.
I like. This is what and I also like sporting personalities who have those traits, like
Right.
a warrior, like Novak Djokovic in tennis. Never gives
Right.
up. He never gives up. You know,
Right.
in in football as well, I liked Wayne Rooney. He used to run. He used to run the field up and down and
Up and
chase the ball, and then
yeah.
he used to still score goals. I like
Right.
those kind of characters, who've got fire. Somebody told me have fire in your belly, and that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
sports. So this is very important. Yeah, very important.
So
And
it's absolutely important because it also teaches you how to take the stress in, how to be receptive towards the
yeah,
kind of challenges which is coming up. Right? Because
exactly,
life is
exactly.
always going to throw up challenges. I mean, it's not here designed to make you feel very comfortable because comfort zone is very risky. The moment you get comfortable, you're not growing. I
Yeah,
believe that.
yeah, and also like in sports, for example, you may have a very good team that you play
Mhm.
for in a sports team. That
Right.
team is winning every match. The
Right.
same thing in an you may be in a very big organization. Organization is doing very well. I'm not
Right.
talking of my. I'm just talking generally of other
Generally.
organizations as well.
Right.
So,
Right.
but there may be a moment when you're doing sport where your
Mhm.
team is actually down and you require to lift yourself and your team members to win the
Members.
match.
Right.
The same philosophy can be implemented in your work life, where
Right.
maybe when things were good, everything was good because you have a good team, no doubt you have a good team.
Right.
but
Right.
but now the team needs to have a strategy in mind how to fight back. That is what
Yes.
sports also teaches you, to be
Right.
how to fight back. Life is what that and this is what I've learned through sports in life as well. To be a fighter, if chips are down, you have to find a way to come back. Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah.
wonderful way of summarizing it. So sort of on this parting note, I would just because uh, we are facing this pandemic globally, right? So any particular message that you would like to give to the viewers, who's watching this, how to
Yeah.
deal about the stress and how to like because it's not enough just to say the pandemic would be over and we can all just go back to have a normal life because life is not going to be normal post the lockdown effect also. It's not going to be. So what is your message to the viewers?
My message is now that the thing is, my message is work was one of the philosophy of people like us, who are into the corporate world, who just thought of everyday working.
Right,
However, now is the time where you do realize that you need to spend some time at home. you
right,
need to you need you need to be with your family.
right,
uh, how important it is to keep your mind and body active is very important, because
right,
in these times we are stuck at home. That's
right,
the time when people realize that, oh my god, what do I do with my body at the moment,
right.
because so that's why I think what this situation has taught us is how important exercising is to people,
Mhm, mhm.
whatever it may be. You don't have to be super fit human being,
Right,
or a marathon runner or whatever.
runner.
you,
Right,
you even because those people can manage to keep themselves fit by doing lots of other activities. However,
right,
people like normal people, they can just do simple things to keep themselves active, or if you have a hobby, pick up a hobby, or if you
right,
don't have a hobby, pick up a hobby and make it your hobby, like
right,
music, for example, or if you like to do some kind of research in the field of movies,
right,
sports, or any kind of geography, etc. Just pick up a book, read, do
right,
research, and also, if current affairs is hitting your head too much, which I know that is stressful to people, although
right.
it's good to
It
be with
is.
current affairs, all the news where you
Mhm.
hear that United States, like for example last night, has hit the worst stage, even more than the Great Depression,
Yeah,
last night.
yeah,
I mean, Italy is now the highest, I think, in terms of deaths, in terms of in Europe, and it is third after US and UK. Yeah, Italy. So if you're hearing this kind of depressing news, I know it can
Right.
affect a lot of people in other countries as well.
It does.
Now is the time, sit at home. If, yeah, like I said, work from home, work properly, work methodically,
Right.
dedicated way. At the
Right.
same time, spend time with your family and give some time to them as well, which is very important
Right.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's basically like having a personal space and you feeling more connected, because what I understand from the pandemic, people are since, let's say the past 30 years, the corporate world has not spent so much time that they are now forced to spend with. I mean, that is making them discover their skills, that is making them discover the gaps within their relationship. So we are hopeful, Saurabh, that this pandemic lesson would be taken up by people worldwide as a lesson to understand, like how to cope up with the situation, because this is just the beginning. If we are not very responsible towards the environment, if we are not responsible to
Yeah.
what we are doing, this will hit again, this similar kind of, before it was Ebola, then it
Yeah.
was SARS, then it is now COVID. So it will never end, but what will continue is the human life. And as per drawing examples from your speech only, we need to have a connection with your family, we need to have a connection with our personal space, and we need to be very, very focused into what we are delivering, because what we were lacking was the focus into our life, the focus into the personal life. And the personally, I would believe that we were lacking the focus into understanding our importance into this whole mother earth only, as to what our productive situations are, what kind of contributions is expected, what kind of relationship is expected. So I believe with that note, I mean, I would literally thank you for taking out this time out of this busy schedule today. It's wonderful, wonderful hearing
You're
out,
welcome.
your information. And
Also, I have a message to whoever's listening after this, to
right,
us, and
please,
wherever this message goes,
right,
whatever the governments are doing in
mhm,
respective countries,
right,
we should look at it in a positive way rather
exactly,
than, you know, we should remove the bias system
mhm,
where a lot of some people don't favor the government, so a lot of people do favor the government.
yes,
However, whatever measures the government is doing now is
mhm,
for the citizens, is for the citizens, you know,
absolutely,
and
absolutely,
everyone must comply with their rules, regulations. Don't break the rules and regulations, because
right,
the more we are obedient and disciplined, the
right.
faster life get back to normal. That is the
Exactly,
message.
exactly, exactly.
That
That
is the
is
message.
wonderful. That is wonderful message, Saurabh. I mean, this is something that came up in my mind also yesterday. Like people were complaining. I saw the US videos. People were complaining about haircut. People were complaining about the Starbucks coffee. See, guys, like the thing is, we can go back to the haircut. We can have the Starbucks coffee only if we are alive, and if we are going by the government norms and the policies, we will be
Yeah,
alive together. We can come out of it. And obviously,
true.
we have come across the recession, this great debt also which is happening internationally, we will be able to solve if we all stick together. So on that note, Saurabh, once again, thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful talking to
Welcome,
you.
Sanjay. Yeah,
It
you're
was
welcome,
wonderful.
Sanjay, to have me. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
welcome, Sanjay,
it
to
was
have
wonderful
me.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
we
looking
will,
forward to more. Yeah, looking forward to more, and we'll definitely see more of what you post. It's a great thing that you're doing. Fantastic. It's fantastic forum.
thank you
I
so
like
much.
it. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Saurabh. We will be talking more about how sports can literally help us into overcoming all the kind of situations that we are in our life today.
Right.
And today we had a hint of sports helping us with the
Just
chaos in the professional life. Yes, please.
Just if I can finish before leaving, that the organization I'm working for made
Yes.
me as one of the ambassadors to promote fitness because of these times. So they have made a Facebook page called Ana Al Nabuda Automobiles We Beat COVID. It's a private Facebook page where we have around 700 people following
Okay.
that page.
Okay.
So they made me the admin and asked me to go live depicting various fitness skills and exercises,
Fantastic.
because a lot of people are indoors. They you cannot just think about work. your mind needs to broaden up, open up, and I'm fortunate to be asked to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic,
yeah.
fantastic. Congratulations from all of us today also. This is a wonderful news. I would like to get that link. I would like to post it in this description also so that we can also join, we can learn from the insights that you are giving, because also we are locked into our complex, so we can put in use your physical skills that you are suggesting. And all the best. And it is so wonderful to hear about your organization and the way you are depicting the positivity about your organization. It's a long
Thank you.
way that an
Thank you so
organization
much.
like
Yeah.
this goes, right? So it's a mutual symbiotic relationship. You have learned so much and you are grateful. I mean, guys, I would also say this is also an attitude that we have to develop and inculcate more. We need to cultivate more the feelings of gratitude. The way Saurav is talking about his organization,
Hello.
it makes me feel so good.
Yeah, I think you're broken up.
No, are you
You're
able to hear
breaking,
me?
I think.
Are you able to hear me now, Saurabh?
Now I can. Now I can. I
Okay,
can. The
okay,
last 10 seconds. Yeah, yeah,
okay. So as
yeah.
I was mentioning, Saurabh,
Also
so positive.
one more thing. One more thing
Yes,
I can
please.
tell people is that I like to speak positivity. So
Right.
my what I would like to tell people, what I would like to tell people is work hard,
Hmm.
work in a dedicated manner, and rewards and results will come your way.
Absolutely,
Be
absolutely,
positive. That is what we
absolutely.
have to tell people. Yeah, that is what we have to tell
Fantastic,
people. Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
That's a wonderful parting message and a parting lesson that we can all take up from as our takeaway from this conference today from Saurabh. The way he talks about his organization, the way he talks about hard work, the way he talks about discipline and dedication. Well, guys, this is the time that we all need to grow this up. I mean, I'm not talking about we were lacking it, but we need to think again. We need to rethink the scenario. We need to really come up with a very positive mindset. Then only we can come across this pandemic. I mean, the pandemic, all the kind of chaos which is happening in the world. So, Saurabh, once again, thanks a lot, and it's great to have you here. And all the best for your,
Thank you, Sanjay.
career. All the best for
Thank you,
your
Dada.
career. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Take care and take care of yourself. Okay.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay
Yeah.
safe. Stay
Stay
safe.
safe.
Bye
Stay
bye.
safe.
Bye
Yeah.
bye
Bye bye.
bye bye bye.